Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna show you some nice basic tutorial about 3D gel, what to use, how to use, kind of basic. Like I say, I'm not gonna show you something complicated, because for complicated you have to first start from the basic. So you can try yourself. If you like this technique and you want to learn to do flowers more complicated, you more than welcome to message me, like a comment on the video, for I can see which video you want to see next. Or you can buy from me as well online course what is available for any country. So now I'm gonna show you some basic things. It's mean we have like flowers, what it is, start from the basic, and after we go more complicated flowers and more and more and more complicated. About more complicated it is on the class. It will be And let's show you what is the difference between 3D gel and 3D acrylic. So acrylic, you know, we use monomer, we use acrylic, we use brush, and we use tissue and dish as well. So for a gel, we use gel, then we use liquid, and we use not brush, we're gonna use tools. Sometimes I use brush, or maybe draw something, give some shading, or maybe make more flat, but most of the time I use actually 3D. I use actually silicone tools. It's come in the five different tools on the set. As well, I see sometimes you can buy it both side, but which one is both side? The actual tool, it's too soft, so I'm not really like it. I prefer this tool because it's more harder and it's listen me much better. And it is quite different technique if you look flowers. So I have in here 3D gel flower and 3D acrylic flower. This one is 3D gel flower, and here it's 3D acrylic flower. With acrylic as well, you can do different shading. It can be blended from one color to another color. With gel, it's for me much easier, because you can do straight away one flower and then after cure it. For acrylic you have to wait when it's each leaf have to be dry, and after you edit another one, so it's take a little bit longer time, and as well smell. For a gel, this smell, it's amazing. So it smell like hand soap or like something fresh. And its look as well, you can see, you straight away you can already build with the shading, and you can build, like I say, much quicker, and then you cure it in the lamp when you're happy, because in acrylic you have to know where to press it and how to work with acrylic. You have to know already basic things. With the gel you can just straight away take the tools, take the product, and straight away start to try on the tips and even on your nails. You will see you don't need big skills. You don't have to learn how to pick up a small ball, big ball. In here you just straight away working. So on the video I'm explain everything. So let's try some tips and tricks. 3D gel, or we call it sculpting gel. It's actually very good technique, and it's perfect for a nail technician who is working at home, because how you know, before we have acrylic only, and we can do only with acrylic 3D. But now we have a gel, what is don't have a smell, have different colors and amazing techniques. Best solution as well. So on this course I will exactly show you how to work with 3D gel, what is the difference between different 3D gels. I don't have big option, but I have some of the options, like for example thick one and soft one and hard one, so all that I will explain for you. And I'm sure if you have some 3D gel on your with you, doesn't matter what brand, you will find a way how to work with what you've got. So what we're gonna use, first I have to show you it's just tips. I painting on gel polish and I put matte top coat. In my case it's velvet top coat. I always use for 3D gel, for acrylic gel, for aquarelle. It's actually best solution for me. Why? It's not slippery, it's helped me a lot for work. And if I want if client want shiny tips, we can change that after when we finish our design. So here it is, it's velvet top coat. Then we have a 3D gels. In here I have different ones. I will show you which one and which one you need. So I'm sure it's help you to make decision what you have to order from the shops. And like I say, it's the best way to show you how it's work different way and different brands. And because if you're not from South Africa or you cannot buy from us, you can find it some solution, you know. So here I have a dotting tools. Dotting tools have to be from one side very small and another side more thick, like big ball. It can be even bigger. I prefer medium size. What it's normally it's have a set of 3, set of 4. So this one is one of the middle one. What is have middle ball and small ball on the side. Here I have small brush, tiny brush for small details if I want to draw somewhere something. So this is its best solution. Here I have 3D gel. It's a 3D acrylic, but it's for a small flowers for acrylic. I use for a gel as well. So one I have bigger one for acrylic. This one I use for a gel. It's a very tiny point and small actually brush. I will show you what I will use for. I have a tool for a silicone. I mean. Not for silicone, for a stones, to pick up my stones, to decorate. Then I have big tool for a silicone, big one. And there I have a small tools. This tool is from a set. Here it's small tool and here is have a set of 5. Perfect. This is like actually what you need. You don't need more than that. You can as well, if you don't have silicone tools at all, you can have a solution like a wooden stick. I will show you one of the design without any tools for you can start, keep going, and then you will when you have option to buy some tools near to you, you can catch up all the designs. But like I say, it's actually important what gel you use. Tools, it is important to work easier, but you can use for 3D gel any tools. Like acrylic, you cannot use any tools. You have to have very good brush. For a gel, actually it's not work this way, so it is make not big difference. It's just more comfortable to use silicone tools. Here I have a small tiny silicone tools. It's for a small details, flowers, maybe face, so small leaves. So this kind of tools help as well. And one I have a very old brush without no name or surname. And here I have it's like more nail on brush. Like I say, very old. Perfect to make shadow, to maybe make leaves more flat. So this is tool I use, brush I use for in case, you know, if I need somewhere to wipe it. So this is brush I use for it. Like I say earlier, velvet top coat. Then I have normal top coat. It's carbine top coat. So here it is, it's shiny top coat, lasting very long, stays very long, and keep shine for a big time, for a long time. Then I have a nail cleanser, what you can use for your 3D designs, or you have acrylic gel liquid. So on my videos I will use acrylic gel liquid. I like more, but even if you don't have these two options, you can always get just hand sanitizer. It's as well work actually very well. Then I have a small dish. I'm recommend to have small dish, not too big. When it's too big, it's difficult for you to pick up right amount of liquid. And I have a paper towel like that, without any fluff. So it just comfortable towels. I think it's face towel. So I'm gonna throw it away later, so it's for one use. Or if you don't have like that, you can have it small wipes like that. So it's like one of them. So I will use one of the white one. And tips we have. So I like to use for this kind of designs. You can use or one of them to hold in your tips, or I will use one of the tips and I stick on my tips with colors. So in first video I will show you on black tips, because first we're gonna practice like that. And I draw it, just easier for me to show you because it's not give me extra volume, and it's easier to cure it on the lamp for me. But like I say, it's your option, you can do differently. This is how I do with 3D gel. For me it's more comfortable this way. So here it is, this all what we need. And if you need some stones, I have like mixed stones like that. I like it to make to work when I do video like mix ones. For me it's comfortable to pick up quickly what I need, not open and close all these small containers. Or in here I have small containers with different colors, what I'm gonna use them as well. I like pastel colors and they glow in the dark, so very beautiful designs. We can work with 3D gel and stones together. And last one's design. On last one design we're gonna use 3D flowers with big stones. So I'm recommend to have few pointy back. Can you see it like this? So it's it's pointy on the back. It's not flat, so you can see. And in here, for example, it's flat ones. Here is flat ones, and here it's pointy ones. So this is a different. So this ones I will use it, and I will use as well some small tiny here it's more. So some small tiny decoration. Here it's as well pointy. Can you see it? It's not flat, it's pointy, but not too big point, like for example these ones. This one quite big point. So this is all I use, but like I say, if you don't have, you can get later. And this one's my mixed ones. So here it is. So this is all what we need, and let's explain for you about gel. What is the difference between three gels actually from the same brand, but they are quite different? So first we have a gel, it's white gel, very thick, but it is more milky. Like if I put it piece like that, so it's more like milky color. It's not white. So here after that we have a soft one. Unfortunately I don't have here white, but I have green one. It's very soft. It's softer consistency than first one. And much easier to work with, but some design it's actually not what I'm looking for. And another difference, it's quite bright colors, what in real life we don't have these colors like that. And here it's a new completely gel, what we have a lot of colors, and we find a solution between hard one and soft one, so it's middle one, plus colors what we have, it's very similar for natural colors. So and shape, if you see it, like it's soft, but it's not too hard and it's not too soft, it's between, what it's make much easier to work, and it is quite nice to work with because all the colors it's look more natural. So here we have a purple. So I will not show you all the color because we're gonna when we start working you will see different colors. And here I have a purple with glitter. Of course it's not look like natural, but it is make it different from another ones because we have such a big nice range with different colors and different shadow. So what it's now important to find it best way and best gel for you to work with. Even if you have some other brand, you have to see it. When I use different gels, you have to find it for you solution, what you can help and how you can help with, for example, if you have too hard one or too soft one, what actually to do with that. So not throw it away, and run quickly to buy a new gel, different brand. I'm suggest to get first solution how to finish these gels. So here it's different colors, and first what I'm gonna show you is the same, for example, flowers, but different okay. So first design what I will show you, it's a purple flower on black background. It's not gonna be complete design, it just I will show you different way to do flowers. So I'm gonna show you two the same flower but different way how to do it. So it's like we more practice than we work with. So first what I find it, I'm pick up different five different balls and put it on my tips. So let's show you on the paper what we actually doing. So here is the paper. So here is the pepper, here it's our tips, and I will show you what actually we will do. First we have to find its center. So center is gonna be here. And then from the center we start to put balls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with these balls we put them on the center a little bit and we make a flat near to the center. So if you look on the tips like that and center is gonna be here, all your petals gonna look like this. So in here it's gonna be thick and in here it's gonna be thin. So what I do with my tools, normally when I work sweep little bit from the center and make more flat. What is bigger mistake students do, they press it and they work like that. So if you're gonna work like that, you will make a lot of holes and it's not gonna look nice. After it's be difficult for you to fix, and when you finish it's gonna look very messy. It's not gonna look tight, it's gonna look very messy. So I recommend not make this movement from the first place. You have to from the center always moving on the side and make leaves look like this from the side. So here it's first technique what we will do. Second technique, but I show you in one tips. Second technique, I will show you one, we put one big ball. Then this ball we cut it like a pizza in 5 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after each petals we will do round. So this two technique, but it's gonna be exactly the same flower. So let's I show you in how it's actually look on real life. So here is my tips, here is my gel, and I pick up small balls and put near to the end. Another one. What is very difficult to pick up similar size balls, because normally they all different size. So it is quite difficult to pick up smaller size balls. And another things important, to wash your hands, actually fingers, what you make balls with, just wash them with sanitizer nicely, because if you have some cream, some makeup, maybe you touch something, you will make your balls dirty. With gloves it's much easier, but still if it's gloves not new, you will all the dust what you have on them, it's gonna be on the ball. So we have here 5 petals. I'm press it nicely them like that, so they ready to go. In here I will put liquid for acrylic gel. Here it is. Let's say put everything on the place where you can see. So now I am clean my brush, silicone tool, and then I make it wet, but it's not too wet, it don't have liquid, it just actual brush, it's wet but it's not liquid on. and I press it from inside. If you see your brush start to be sticky, you just put more liquid and you open your leaves. Like I say, it's important from the center to sweep out of the center. If you see it in here you broke, or maybe it's not round enough, you just come back and press it nicely there. You can turn your tips and do exactly the same thing all the way. If you see it's a lot of liquid, you just can take your cloth and wipe it little bit, just small touch, for you can take it out all the liquids it's left there. So how you can see, when I work with my flower, I'm press it, and on the side it's actually little bit of overlap. Like that. So now my design, you can see it's actually look already nice, but for me even perfect if I just take gel brush, put it on the liquid and make more flat and nice, not fluffy, because sometimes when we work it start to be a little bit fluffy. So with brush like that you can easy just make more smooth. Make sure you not lose center, like that, and you can cure it. Before you cure it, you can put drop of thick base on the center and small tiny stone. Like that. So flower it's ready, and cure it. So in the time when it's our design it's curing, I will pick up quite big bowl and make very flat. Actually it's too big. Just make sure it's not huge, like big but not huge, not for full nail. And then I put it on my tips and make a flat. If I see my finger it stick, I make a little bit of wet and press it more. Make sure it's very flat. Then I cut it just, let's say, like drawing. So I need to cut it for 5 pieces. So I will draw, you see, 5 pieces, and then with tool, with silicone tool, I will make shape I wanted. So from the center I just make my leaves more round. Here is one, here is another one. Like I say, if you see it's a lot of liquid, you just come back and take it out. Here it's another one. So make more clearly. I always feel it's not clear enough. And here another one. If it's broke, you can see it's little bit broke. I come back and fix. It's mean it's not enough gel, so I am sweep little bit from the center to fixing. Make sure it's there. Turn around. So make sure it's, you see if it's broke, you can fix it. And last one, turn around. So you see it's flowers, it's actually, I think it's dry piece, yeah. Just dry piece here, that's why it's make problems. So you can always here fix and make a circle. So it's similar effect, flower, but it is actually, you can see, very different technique. For some people easier it's balls. For example, for me it's easier, it's balls. For some people not. So like I say, I recommend both technique. And then here I make a center. I put just the same. I put my I put thick base, and then I editing small stone. So like I say, it's two technique what it's work very well for me. Some of the leaves I do like this, some of the leaves I do like that. So but like easier to have one ball, it's because when you put one ball you can cut it and you can find its solution to have a circle. So it's definitely your flower is gonna be round, but with balls it's actually difficult to get everything in one place and round. But when you get practice, it's actually, for me it's much easier. But like I say, for some people it's not. For some people it's easier just from one ball. So here it is. There is two flowers we do. You can see they're quite different. You can do it exactly